Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Peter Rashawn Dowdy. I'm actually a graduate of Prairie View A&M University with my bachelor's in architecture. Right now, I'm actually getting my master's in innovation and entrepreneurship. So, I've always been like an entrepreneur at heart. Honestly, it's just about time that I get a degree for it. But what I wanted to at least share as far as what I wanted to accomplish is in entrepreneurship and ownership of like multiple businesses that affords me the opportunity to wake up when I want to, help as many people as I can throughout my lifetime, live remotely where I want to, and not have to work for anybody. That is actually what I look to accomplish throughout my lifetime. And to be able to do that definitely takes a lot of work to set certain things in place for me not to have to continuously work and maybe replace myself with a system um, created to replace myself in that kind of form. But what this allows me is the space to be as creative as I want to be, and in all things that I actually look to achieve throughout my lifetime. Um, but it's three things that I wanted to actually bring out to um, a point as far as referencing from the Mastery book by Robert Greene. The first thing is that it says if it is money and comfort that dominate our decision and what we are most open or often acting out, or it actually says if it is money and comfort that dominate our decision, then we are most often acting out of anxiety and the need to please our parents. And I thought about that and I was like, man, how many times do we actually try to do something to please our parents, or that alone, just having that anxiety with that feeling. Like, when's the last time you actually had a goal in mind, set out simply just to please your parents or not to seem like a failure? A lot of us actually do have that feeling, and it kind of stems from our youth. But with me in particular, um, for me, it was actually going to college for architecture, and in the midst of that program, not really feeling confident with myself and just wanting to actually do what I wanted to do, which was switch my major to education so that way I could become a teacher. Um, but of course, my parents were like pushing me to go ahead and just finish my degree plan. And of course, me being hardheaded, I just went ahead and took the time off from school because I just wasn't feeling the architecture kind of spirit anymore. And during that time, it just reminds me of the second reference from the book. It says, "No good can ever come from deviating from the path that you were destined to follow." And I felt like I was definitely destined to graduate college. For what reason? I'll tell you in a minute. But I will tell you during the hardships of me dropping out of college and kind of going against the grain of what I was destined to do, I felt those hardships. And I was like, you know what? I definitely need to finish because I still want to teach. I have that passion to educate others into believing in themselves and whatever they want to accomplish, whether it's um, unique dreams that no one's ever done before. I just want to be that inspiration through that pipeline of dreams and innovation. But which brings me to my third point is where you don't want to abandon the skills and experience you have gained, um, but to find a new way to apply them. And for me, again, it was with education. I've taught just last year, and what I've learned is that dreams and a student's interests aren't being invested into as much as standard education. So, with me being the teacher that I am, took the approach into finding out what individual aspects of each student connected to what their goals were. And I found a creative pipeline to have that transformation of bringing their dreams to life. And that kind of brings into the relatability of a SMART goal. Like, do you actually relate with the people that you're working with? And uh, the other SMART goal was really just the measurability of the goal. When it comes to, of course, being a teacher, you only have 1 year to make a lifetime lasting effect positively on that student. Um, that really just gives you that time to work on the goals that you have as far as bringing those dreams into life, um, all throughout creativity. And that's really just the gist of my goal and um, how I'm actually looking to accomplish it. So thank you for